I will teach you the play, the proposal, by going through the play line by line and explain it to you. Setting: Chubukov's country house, a drawing room in Chubukov's house. Drawing room means a room in a private house where guests can be received. Lomov enters wearing a dress jacket and white gloves. Chubukov rises to meet him. Lomov, you have already been acquainted with the character of Lomov, Chubukov and Natalia. Here Lomov enters into the drawing room of Chubukov wearing a dress jacket and white gloves. Dress jacket and white gloves. Dress jacket is a kind of short coat usually worn on a formal occasion. Chubukov stands to his feet to meet him. Chubukov: my dear fellow, whom do I see? Ivan Vasilevich, I am extremely glad. Squeezes his hand. Now this is a surprise, my darling. How are you? Here Chubukov becomes astonished to see Lomov at that very moment of his drawing room. So he expresses his surprise and squeezes his hand. Squeezes means presses hand with fingers as a mark of welcome. Now this is a surprise, my darling. Here, my darling is the phrase which has been used by Chubukov to address Lomov. Here, such type of word is used in order to impress Lomov. How are you? Then he asked him how he was. Lomov: thank you. And how may you be getting on? How may you be getting on? Getting on means doing something in a particular situation. Here, Lomov then expressed his thanks to Chubukov and asked him how they were doing in a particular situation. Chubukov: we just get along somehow, my angel, to your prayers and so on. Sit down. Chubukov then tells Lomov to sit down. Now you know you shouldn't forget all about your neighbors, my darling. My dear fellow, why are you so formal in your get-up? Evening dress, gloves and so on. Can you be going anywhere, my treasure? Lomov comes to Chubukov's house wearing such type of formal dress, such as evening dress, gloves, etc. And here, Chubukov becomes astonished to see Lomov in his drawing room with such type of style of dress. So, he wanted to know if he was going anywhere. Here, at the time of asking such type of questions to Lomov, Chubukov used my darling, my treasure, etc. in order to impress Lomov. Lomov then said, no, I have come only to see you, honored Stefan Stepanovich. Honored is the word which is used as a mark of respect. Lomov always showed his respect to Chubukov. Here, at the time of giving response to his questions, Lomov denied, telling him that he had come to meet them only. Then why are you in evening dress, my precious, as if you are paying a New Year's Eve visit? Chubukov then asked him if he came to, or if he wanted to meet them, why he was wearing such type of evening dress. Here, Chubukov assumed if he was paying a New Year's Eve visit. New Year's Eve visit. If here is the word which is meant in order to indicate the time or period just before an event. And here, New Year's Eve visit indicates the 31st December. This 31st December is going to be attended by Lomov. Here it is according to the assumption of Chubukov. Lomov: well, you see, it's like this. Takes his arm. I have come to you, honored Stefan Stepanovich, to trouble you with a request. Here Lomov hesitates and again he wanted to say that he has come to their house with a request. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always, so to speak, I must ask your pardon. I am getting excited I shall drink some water, honored Stefan Stepanovich. Here, at that very moment of expressing his desire to Chubukov, with the request, Lomov here wanted to express his request to Chubukov, but he hesitated. And at the time of expressing his desire to tell Chubukov why he had come to their house, he got excited and he drank some water. Chubukov then suspects, aside, he has come to borrow money, shan't give him any. Then aloud, what is it, my beauty? Chubukov suspected that Lomov had come to their house in order to borrow some money, but he determined not to give him any. Chubukov then loudly wanted to know the reason from Lomov why he had come to their house. Lomov then, yes, you see, Honor Stepanich, I beg pardon, Stepan Onarich. Honor Stepanich, Stepan Onarich. Such type of words are uttered by Lomov in nervous way. I mean, I am awfully excited, as you will please notice. In short, you alone can help me, though I don't deserve, of course, have not any right to count on your assistance. Here, when Chubukov wanted to know the reason of his arrival to their house, Lomov then hesitated, thinking how he would express his desire to Chubukov. Then he told him that he did not have any right to have the desire to express and have not any right to count on your assistance. Count on means rely. Count on means rely. He has no right to rely on his assistance. Here, your assistance refers to the assistance of Chubukov. Chubukov then, oh, don't go round and round it. Chubukov then wanted to take the matter clearly. So he forbade him not to, he forbade him to make the matter complicated. Speak it out clearly. Spit it out. Spit it out means say it quickly or speak it quickly and clearly. Well, Lomov, one moment, this very minute. The fact is I have come to ask the hand of your daughter Natalia Stepanovna in marriage. Here in this speech, Lomov expressed his heart's desire, telling Lomov that he had come to ask the hand of his daughter in marriage. That is, he has come to their house with a marriage proposal for his daughter. Chubukov then joyfully, by Jove, by God, Ivan Vasilevich, say it again. I didn't hear it all. Chubukov then got so much excited with joy. And so he wanted to hear it again from Lomov. Lomov then, I have the honor to ask. Then Lomov wanted to repeat the heart's desire. But Chubukov interrupted. My dear fellow, I am so glad and so on. Yes, indeed. And all the sort of thing, embraces and kisses Lomov. Here, Chubukov became so much excited on hearing such type of Lomov's desire for getting married to his daughter Natalia. He did not control himself. So he embraces and kisses Lomov. I have been hoping for it for a long time. It has been my continual desire, said Satyr. And I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. May God give you both his help and his love and so on. And I did so much hope. Here Chubukov expressed his desire also, that he had been hoping to hear such type of proposal from a young man like Lomov. May God give you both his help and his love and so on. And I did so much hope. What am I behaving in this idiotic way for? I am off my balance with joy, absolutely off my balance. Oh, with all my soul I will go and call Natasha and all that. Here then, Chubukov, almost being imbalanced, was ready to call his daughter Natasha and all that. Lomov, greatly moved, honored Stepan Stepanovich, Do you think I may count on her consent? Consent means permission or approval. Here Lomov asked him whether he would have to wait for her consent or agreement or permission. Chubukov, why? Of course, my darling, as if she won't consent. She is in love, eager by God. She is like a lovesick cat. And so on, shan't be long. Here Chubukov assures him, telling him that his daughter is in love. She is alone. She is always ready to get such a young man like Lomov. She is like a lovesick cat. Lovesick cat means madly in love. She is madly in love. Shan't be long. Then Chubukov exists. Lomov was alone there in the drawing room. He was engaged to talk something alone. It was his soliloquy. It's cold. I am trembling all over, just as if I had got an examination before me. Trembling here means shaking uncontrollably, being or due to excitement, anxiety, and weakness. Here Lomov was in such a nervous feeling at the time of thinking of himself and some situations, remaining alone there in the drawing room of Chubukov. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I will never get married. He thinks of himself. If he thinks of himself with so much time to think of having real love, to think of or to talk a lot about his marriage or for real love, then Lomov thinks that he will never get married in this respect. It's cold, true. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper. Then he thinks of Natalia. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper. Housekeeper means expert in managing household. Not bad looking, well educated too. What more do I want? Here these are the qualities of Natalia. He thinks of the qualities of Natalia. Natalia is an excellent housekeeper. She is also good looking. She is also well educated. Here in this respect, he does not want any more than these qualities belonging to Natalia. But I am getting a noise in my ears from excitement. I am getting a din in my ears in excitement. And it's impossible for me not to marry. Here Lomov thinks that it's impossible for him not to marry. Because in the first place, I am already 35, a critical age. He has already reached a critical age of 35. This is a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. Lomov thinks that he should lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations. Palpitations means rapid and irregular pulsations of heart. I am excitable. I am always getting awfully upset. Upset means very much. Awfully upset means very much distressed. Upset means distressed. He is very much distressed physically. He is excitable at any moment. He becomes excited or he gets excited at any moment. At this very moment, my lips are trembling and there's a twitch in my right eyebrow. Twitch means a pang or a short jerking moment. I am feeling. Lomov is feeling a twitch, a short pang in his right eyebrow. But the very worst of all is the way I sleep. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull. Here he describes the way he sleeps. He says that no sooner he gets into bed, he feels a pull. Suddenly something in his left side and then a pull. I can feel it in my shoulder. He can feel the pull in his shoulder and in his head. And then at that very moment, I jump up like a lunatic. Lunatic means insane person, mad person. Like a mad person, he jumps up like a mad person. Walks about a bit and lie down again, but as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there's another pool. Here, for the second time or for the third time, just after feeling such type of pain during the time of his sleep or during making himself ready for going to the bed for sleeping, he feels such type of pang or pain during his sleeping time. And this may happen 20 times, many times this may happen. That is, at the time of going to sleep, he feels such type of miserable condition during sleep or before sleep. Then Natalia Stepanovna comes in, enters Natalia Stepanovna. Natalia Stepanovna, well, it's you. Papa said, go, there's a merchant come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilievich? Natalia Stepanovna gets astonished to see Lomov at that very moment in their drawing room, because Chubukov did not inform Natalia Stepanovna of the arrival of Lomov in their house. Here, Chubukov informed her that a merchant came to their house for his goods. Here, Chubukov humorously told Natalia in this way, go, there's a merchant come for his goods. A merchant here refers to Lomov. Here, a merchant referred to here is Lomov. His goods referred to here is Natalia Stepanovna. Chubukov comments or remarks such type of speech in order to express humorous condition. How do you do, Ivan Vasilievich? Now it is interesting to point out that the way Chubukov treats or describes his daughter shows that Natalia is quite liable to Chubukov. That is, she is a liability to Chubukov, and he is ready to sell her as a commodity. Here, Chubukov's patriarchal mentality has been expressed in this speech. Natalia Stepanovna, you must excuse my apron and negligee. Apron means a short garment or a garment to protect from dust or dirt. Negligee means a loose gown usually worn in the house. You must excuse my apron and negligee. We are selling peas for dye. Selling peas means removing peas, removing the shell or covering for drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Sit down, they sit themselves. Won't you have some lunch? Here Natalia Stepanovna wanted to know from Lomov why he had not come to their house for such a long time. And then she requested him to sit down, and Lomov, no, thank you. When Natalia wanted to know if he would have some lunch, Lomov denied and expressed his thanks. I have had already finished. Then smoke. Here the matches. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. How much hay have you stacked? Stacked means piled or heaped. Stacked means piled, P-I-L-E-D. Piled or heaped, H-E-A-P-E-D. Heaped. How much hay? Hay means dried grass. Hay means dried grass. How much hay? How much dried grass he had piled or heaped or gathered? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cut. Being greedy, Natalia had cut their whole field, and now I am not at all pleased about it, because I am afraid my hay may rot. I ought to have waited a bit. But what's this? Why you are in evening dress? Well, I never. Here, Natalia Stepanovna was also astonished to see Lomov in such a style of dress, evening dress. Are you going to a ball? Are you going to a ball? Ball means a formal party for dance. Here, Natalia wanted to know from Lomov whether he was going to attend a dance party, formal party for dance. Though I must say, you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that? Here, Natalia expressed her complimentary words or praised Lomov in such a formal dress, in such a style of dress. Lomov got excited on hearing such type of complimentary words from such a young lady like Natalia. Excited. You see, honored Natalia Stepanovna, the fact is, I have made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. I have determined to speak to you something. Of course, you will be surprised. Here, Lomov thinks that on hearing such type of words from Lomov unexpectedly, Natalia will get surprised and perhaps she will get astonished or she will get angry. But it's awfully cold aside. What's the matter? Well, Natalia then wanted to know from Lomov why he had come to their house during this period of time. I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stepanovna, that I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. I shall try to be brief. Here, Lomov wanted to express his heart's desire to Natalia as he had already expressed his desire to Chubukov. But he got so much excited and he was hesitant how to express his heart's desire to Natalia. I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. Here Lomov, for the first time, or at the beginning of introducing himself to Natalia, he wanted to present the family of Lomov. He said that since his childhood he had been acquainted with their family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land. My late aunt and her husband. Here Lomov wanted to tell how he had inherited his land. He said that he had inherited the land from his late aunt and her husband, whom they knew very well. They had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. Here he wanted to say that his late aunt and her husband had the greatest respect for their family, particularly for her father and for her late mother. The Lomovs and the Chubukovs have always had the most friendly, and I might also say the most affectionate regard for each other. Here he wanted to point out or mention that both of the families have a good relationship. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your virtues. You will remember that my oxen meadows. At the time of giving the description of the property, possessive word my is used by Lomov. Here this is the point of dispute. This is the point of quarrel between the two characters, Lomov and Natalia. My oxen meadows touch your virtues. Your virtues. Virtues belong to Natalia. According to the point mentioned by Lomov that his oxen meadows, my oxen meadows. Here, by the use of my oxen meadows, Lomov wanted to point out boldly that he possessed the land of oxen meadows. My is the word which indicates his possession over the land of oxen meadows. Here, oxen meadows is the land, disputed land or property. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your virtues. Then Natalia heard such type of words from Lomov. Excuse my interrupting you. You say my oxen meadows, but are they yours? Here Natalia got so much excited and surprised on hearing such type of description from Lomov that he's Oxen Meadows. So she wanted to ask him again whether he actually belonged to or whether he actually possessed the land of Oxen Meadows. What are you talking about? Oxen Meadows are ours, not yours. Here Natalia Stepanovna wanted to claim the land to be theirs. No, mine, honor Natalia Stepanovna. Honor Natalia Stepanovna. Honor is the word which is used in order to show respect to Natalia by Lomov. But here Lomov wanted to establish the fact that he possessed the land of Oxen Meadows. Well, I never knew that before. How do you make that out? Make out means understand. Here Natalia Stepanovna wanted to know from Lomov how he had understood the matter that they had possessed the land of Oxen Meadows. Lomov, how? I am speaking of those Oxen Meadows which are wedged in between your birchwoods and burnt marsh. Birchwoods and burnt marsh. Birchwoods and burnt marsh. Burnt marsh. These are the two lands, and here Lomov wanted to indicate the position of the land. Oxen Meadows. Oxen Meadows. Oxen Meadows is the land which is inserted tightly between the two lands, birchwoods and burnt marsh. These were the two lands, birchwoods and burnt marsh, which belonged to Natalia. And here Lomov wanted to indicate the possession over the land of Oxen Meadows by telling her that Oxen Meadows was positioned or placed in between the two places, birchwoods and burnt marsh, in this way. Now students, in my next class I will discuss the next portion of the play.